How's it going, guys? In the gaming update, but you can call me TK, and today we're going to be talking about the K10, a weapon in Battlefield Hardline that a lot of people are arguing is overpowered, and in certain situations I can see why. With a max damage of 33, a rate of fire of 1,200 RPM, and a reload time of 1.5 seconds, it is easy to see how in certain situations it's just ridiculous. However, I really need to stress that in certain situations. Now, I like a short to mid-range guns. I like weapons, like assault rifles, or maybe the MPX, the UMP45, a few carbines like that. Those are guns that really suit my playstyle. They're guns that I really enjoy. This, however, is a short-range gun, and a short-range gun only. So unless you're playing a team deathmatch, or maybe a close encounter heist map, or something like that, I found this gun next to useless. Now, the minimum damage is 8, and that is going to start dropping off at 5 meters and then out to 25. That is just such a short range to start dropping off. That, as well as the fact that it only has a magazine size of 26, you do not have the option to stick an extended mag on that. You're stuck with the 26 rounds, and at 1200 RPM, that is gone like that. That just disappears completely, to the point where I could take out one, sometimes two, if they're like right there next to each other. I could take out 2 people, but once I've taken out someone, I need to reload because I haven't got the bullets left. Because even though theoretically it's only going to take 3 bullets to kill someone at a really close range, they just disappear so quickly. So I take out one dude, I need to reload, and at times, or too many times, I found that was just the 1.5 seconds I had for the left was just not quick enough. Even though that is very quick, I'd often run myself dry, being with an empty mag. That's going to pump the reload up to 2.23 seconds, and too many times I was just out of bullets. I was freaking out trying to reload, and I'm not used to doing that. That's just not how I play. So some of you may find this weapon ridiculous. Now, I have learnt over the years to not reload straight away. If I get a kill, the first thing I'm thinking is not reload. The first thing I'm thinking is I need to check if I'm safe. I need to find some sort of cover and then reload. Now, that only might take half a second for me to do, but I'm not going to reload straight away. I'm not going to and then boom, reloads as soon as I'm done. I need to find cover. I need to be safe so that if someone else does come, I can finish them off before I reload. However, with this gun, the bullets are just not there, and so I have no choice but to reload, and that puts you into some very sticky situations. However, at first, I did find this gun absolutely impossible to use just because it was just not my playstyle. However, with a lot of practice, I managed to get back into the role of reloading. I managed to pump up a bit of skill. I was starting to get a lot better with it. I was starting to get a few attachments. I got back to the Cobra sight that I like to use and things like that. The gun started to feel a bit more familiar. I was able to use it a lot better. And the gun started to become ridiculous, and it turned from something that I just wouldn't use into a gun that, if I'm playing in a close quarter map, this is now obviously my first choice. And this is the sort of scenario where people are calling it overpowered. So if I'm playing, for instance, either the block, or if I'm playing Bank Job or something like that in a game of Heist is probably my favourite game mode at the moment, I'm going to be using the K10. Even in some of the 5v5 game modes, this gun is just absolutely ridiculous. And when you only, if you're not going to put yourself in a situation where you're going to be, charging in at 5 dudes, you will win every battle. There is not one gun that can take out a person quicker than this weapon. This is sort of why I wouldn't say this gun is completely overpowered, and I wouldn't say it needs toning down, just because for people like me, who aren't used to this sort of thing, this gun's absolutely impossible to use. I couldn't use it at first. I had nothing. Some of these montages took ages, just because it took so long for me to get used to this gun. However, if you are used to it already, or if you've done what I've done and, worked on getting used to it, worked on changing your playstyle slightly to suit the weapon, this thing is absolutely unstoppable, and you just will not lose with this gun. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, so I would say this gun, I wouldn't say it's overpowered. I wouldn't say it needs toning down, just because for idiots like me who can't really use it, it seemed fine. The gun is fun to use. It's not always my first choice. If I'm playing anything bigger than Bank Job or Heist, I'm going to be using something like the UMP45 or the MPX or something like that. However, it was very fun to use, and I really enjoyed making this video. So thanks for sticking around, guys. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you later. TK out. Have a good one.